Hey guys, Tyler here. Welcome back to Taiji, the open world puzzle game that took 8 years to make. I've completed 7 out of 9 of these lights on the floor, and if I get them all lit up, I will finally be able to see what lies beyond this giant door. But 2 sections ago, looks like they're to the left. And across this bridge to a new area with a mansion. I mean, look at this thing. You can't even see the whole thing. This is a very pretty area. I'm excited to see what the deal is. Well, this is stuff from the beginning somewhat, where we had these shapes kind of lined up. They were kind of used for a tutorial puzzle, so I imagine you fill in where the white blocks are, don't fill in where the black blocks are, and then where there aren't blocks, you gotta kind of deduce a little bit. What I should be doing actually is looking around to see if anything kind of represents this shape, to see if there's any environmental answer I can get. Well, in my looking, I found the map portion. Claim that. Oh, it's a giant area down here with more cherry blossom trees. Oh, we're not done with those yet. You know, this puzzle isn't connected to anything, so maybe it's actually not a tutorial puzzle. If that's the case, I'm gonna go inside the house. There's a mini house in the house, an angel statue with 4 wings, very well decorated. Got a panel here. Oh my god, paintings? Oh my god, okay. Hold on, we have to like really read into the environment. I'm not ready for that yet. I imagine you start on the first floor, so run down these stairs, check out the door over here. Please help me. There's barrels. Oh no, nope, you do not start here. Maybe if I run past the house, it'll somehow be easier out here. Oh my god, it is easier out here. This has to be the tutorial. It has to be. There's only 5 options. 3 of them are definitely not filled in. And I guess I can actually mark them to show that I just don't want those. And what if I just assume the other two are good? All right, so the other 2 are good. Does that possibly mean that anything not indicated is always gonna be filled in? Because somehow I doubt that that's the case. And we can see it here. And because there's a lot I could read into, I don't really know where to start. I mean, there's literally thousands of things right now that I could read into. I'm gonna be back. I wanted to see where the cherry blossom stuff was. Oh, this is cool. It's reflected in the pool. But while I'm solving it, I can actually only see the upside down version. So I have to flip it. Not mirror it, just flip it vertically. So coming from the bottom, there's a split and the left trunk is longer. And if you don't remember the cherry blossoms, the idea is that you just follow the path that after each split has the longest thing. So there's a split here, and the longest thing is either the left or the middle. Not to be too much of a size queen, I think it's left. Then there's a split here, and I believe the left is longer, but maybe I'm supposed to look at this to see if something's not covered in the reflection. No, the reflection's actually pretty accurate. The left is, in fact, longest. So then there comes well, apparently there's a split somewhere in here. No, this is the middle. Apparently there's a split from here, which I do not see at all. This is the split. So we're saying this is a branch? Wait a second. Is this a long branch? If that's a long branch, I take back one of my choices from earlier. That would definitely make this the longest branch. And I think that is how it splits. Yeah, it seems I can actually only get some information from looking at the real thing and some from looking at the reflection. And then after it's split, the rightmost one is longest. So this would solve the left side. Now the right side. So there's a split right here, of which the left is longest. And then there's a split right here, which again, the left is longest. But let me take a look to see if there's not part of the story I'm missing. So then there's a split here, and it looks like the right is longest. Is this right? It's just right. Let's go. That was supposed to be a pretty tricky puzzle. Nailed it. How about I keep looking around because I can't be asked? Ooh. Side of a mountain. The mines. Oh, is this where we finally learn these puzzles? I've seen them so many times. Nope. I want to figure these out, but I just can't right now. It's not my type of puzzle. I'd rather try to figure out the mine stuff. This seems way more up my alley. Assuming I can actually start from somewhere. Aha! Here I am, the actual starting point of the mine section. 2 blues. Let's light them both. Light up the blues. What if I just had 1 blue? What if I had no blues? No blues is good. Wait, is this just a basic segregation puzzle? No, not quite. I had to connect the blues, possibly? It works as an elevator. How funny is that? Yeah, maybe draw a path from blue to blue. Well, but there's nothing there, so I could draw a path with, say, negative space and just hope that works. Is there such a thing as a wrong solution here? I mean, the only way to get it wrong is by blocking one off, right? Yeah, so there just has to be a direct path from blue to blue. Now, if there's two of them, I guess that's just two to a section. This reminds me a little of the stars in the Witness, actually. So it's not necessarily a path. It could just be two blues in the same section. So two blues in the same section. Two blues in the same section. Yeah, this is actually the stars from the Witness. Well, good news is I actually am very good at these puzzles, just because I've done them before in a different game. Just two. Oh, right, I drew that poorly. There we go. Two of a kind in a section. And now this is really fucking with me. But it's not a worry. I mean, if you want to see me solve puzzles rapidly that I know the rules of, hope you enjoy. This one, though, does seem a little tricky. Where do I start? How do I start? How do I want to do anything? I mean, if this is on, I would need almost a blockade here. All right, new idea. I could have these be in a section and these be in a section. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm glad I just restarted. Well, even still, knowing the rules, it's not going to be easy, which I appreciate. It's a hallmark of a good puzzle type. This I have to draw by walking on the ground. There's no doubling back, just one path straight forward, which will look like this. Oh! Whoa, the bridge follows the path I drew out. So I assume it knew that this was the most obvious direction, so it took me right here. And this is the mine section, capping out the map. Of course, the final two sections. This one I was really looking forward to because there's so much mine stuff around. And this I just got to figure out the proper way to draw, which doesn't seem too bad. I can keep separating. This I gotta do a little differently. I gotta hit a different block and then carve out a path ending there. Now there's multiple different colors. I imagine two blues and two yellows could be in the same section, but emphasis on could be because I really don't know for sure. Now, where am I going to want to end? That's the main question I should be asking myself, because ending, I can really only end in one of these nooks, and the only other way to get there is if a piece right next to it is part of the line. I guess I could have these two be together, these two be together, and then maybe walk in the bottom right. I think that's my actual solution. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I drew that wrong. Come on. There we go. Love it. Tricky, tricky. I've unlocked something to the right. Well, now you can even see. You can even see where the paths go to. On the board, you can see like little imprints. Well, how about I try going to the right? Find myself taken to this spot. Oh, and I need 3 wires to light up this door. I've done one of them. Part of me wonders if it's actually best to highlight the purples. Or this is insane. Highlight this section. Because then I can highlight this section, and now the middle section works. Opening this door. Taking me to these puzzles. Got a lot locked in. Well, this seems like more of a tutorial for multiple colors. Whoops. This seems a lot, and I mean a lot, easier than what I've just done. And you can just kind of isolate the top left section. How do I combine the blue with a different section? Because I can combine it in a ton of ways, but I'm always going to have 4 in a section. I could do this. There we go. That's the one. Just focus on the blues. The blacks together probably just means I got to do a big U piece. Oh, we're in a very small building. Got to make the most of its space, it would seem. Well, how bad can this one be? It looks like it lines stuff up pretty easily. And this, you just do lines, and then you can kind of do a Z to separate the sides. I think this is my first Z I've drawn. Z for you heathens. And I can, again, mark just the zigzaggy section. Oh, but that doesn't quite work. Hold on, something's not right. This is more right. There we go. Hold on, yeah. 3 colors, lots of forced starts, which I think helped me quite a bit. I've got to combine the blues somehow. That's the real journey. The blues both have to be lit up, and the only way to actually connect it is through here. And if I go up, I'm gonna run through 2 whites, so I gotta keep running through this section. And then, well, this connects, but I need a second yellow. The only way to get that is here, so there we go. That's a cool puzzle. So again, I have to figure out how I'm gonna connect the whites. Part of me thinks I had to do this. Yeah, that was just instantly right. It felt like it was calling to me. Okay, I got 2 lights lit up. I think I just missed an area over here. Yeah, that seems helpful. 1 line that draws all these colors. Well, it doesn't seem too bad if I just go corner to corner. No, that doesn't add up. What am I talking about? Reset. I could start anywhere. That's probably the key. I think I have to start like this and walk over. Nice. Oh, and I can't get through to there at all, actually. But I did unlock a different door. And one thing I haven't done yet is end in the bottom left. I don't think I can start from here and end in the bottom left, though. Where should I start for that to happen? Probably the top right. At least see an idea for it. And that idea just starts top right, ends bottom left. No question about it. I actually love solving puzzles now, or in this game specifically, that works bridges in the environments. Mostly because they're faster than the Witness's bridges. Even though I understand why the Witness's bridges are slow, it doesn't like make it that much better for me. Alright, so I've got to connect the blues, and that's done like so. But I have another problem here. This adds up to 4 yellows. What was I thinking? Duh. I almost feel like I have to do a big C piece. Does that ever seem right? And do a little blockade to lock these in. And then almost do a little blockade here. Is this? No, I got 4 yellows in a section. I feel like I'm onto something though. Oh, and another C piece, right? Oh, I got 1s. I don't think that's quite right. Issue being, these 2 are both off. So these have to be on. And there's no way I'm gonna be able to connect to the right side or corner blues, so I have to start with this. I was onto something. Then to block these off from the world, I thought I had to do this. Do a piece like this. That's the one. That's a cool puzzle. Now for more of these. They're just gonna be harder ones with 1 or 2 colors. Well, this can't be filled in because then I would have 3 to a section. So I probably just have to connect like this. This cannot be filled in. I should mark it. So this line has to go up here. This can't be filled in. Then this is probably not a section either. This has to be filled in. And then block it off. Yeah, the marking tool is starting to help me a little bit. This can't be filled in, so this cannot be filled in either. And this has to be filled in, because if it wasn't, I would have 3 to a section. That means this can't be filled in. Creating a section of 2, this must be filled in. Now, here's the issue. This got to find a pair, so I think I have to connect these 2, which means this is not filled in, not filled in, not filled in, not filled in, so these 2 are filled in. There we go. Logic. Thank you, marking tool. Is it as simple as just doing this? Nice symmetry. These 2 are filled in now, though. I mean, what if I just start by connecting a bunch of weird ones like this? It works, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, I didn't have to think about it too hard. Wait, the yellow line isn't lit up, though. I just opened some gates. See this faint yellow line? Where is it even coming from? Wait, maybe there's an exit out here? Where am I going? Oh my god, the underground section. Oh, I'm here now? Oh god. Wait, I have to make a bridge of these? This puzzle is huge! Obviously, it's not really part of the section. I've kind of diverged a bit, but now that I'm here, why not, right? I think the tricky one is with the black. I can really only connect with one other black, and it's probably got to be this one. So I've really just got to go around properly. And it's not that bad. I've now just got to figure out how to satisfy all the other black pieces, which is the actual bad part. So satisfied. Issue. There are 5 black pieces in this section. So I almost think that I have to kind of go around like this. Snatch a purple. And not this purple. But then I got this in the corner. So maybe get rid of the loop around just to consider my other options. This path is basically forced, though. Like, I gotta do something more here. Yeah, I've walled off most of that side. I mean, it's kind of coming together. How do I satisfy the bottom left black piece? Well, I guess what I could do is reach the yellow in a dead end. and then go around like this. Oh, for a beautiful bridge. Does this lead me to more puzzles or just create connectivity? I don't even... Oh, I recognize this section now. I actually didn't even know I could walk here. Either way, cool puzzle. Back to the mines. I see there's an unlit line here. Is this the one? Oh, wait, no, I just lit it. It just looked unlit because it was underwater. Damn you, colors. This is just straight up the boss puzzle. Well, it's not the boss for me because there's a ton of mine connectivity that I want to find around the map. All right, this can't be filled in, otherwise I would have a section of 3. And also this can't be filled in because that's the only other white. So I have to almost make a path of negative space going through 1 black for sure. It can't go around back here. So it likely has to go through yellow. Also, these ones in the middle are kind of forced, so this has to be not filled in. And it means I likely have elbow macaronis here. How am I getting these very far whites to connect? I almost have to kind of go around the edge through here, and I think that actually helps out a lot. Oh, I need a second black part of this line. There we go. Is this just right? It is. Okay, well, I mean, there's a lot of angles to approach that. The fire is actually doing something aesthetically this time. That's neat. First things first, are there any immediate other places I can go in this section, like say around the corner? Ooh. Oh, it's the dots. Sections of 9, 1, 1, 1, and 6. The ones have to be off. So that means all these have to be filled in. We'll start with that. Which means the 3 needs to be filled in and now made into a 9. And this is 9, so that's a section. Is that really where I want to connect it? Because think about this 6 and negative space. I gotta have a spot here, which now makes this section into 10. And then to block off this 1, I mean, it could be a section of 1, but it's so close. It's just a section of 10. What can I get rid of? Oh, I don't need to block this off. Am I silly? I can just make a different section of 6. Now, how I'm gonna make this will look like that. Of course, I don't know how I backed myself into that. Here, I'll just have 2 sections of 3. Where am I going? Whoa! Oh, it's a floor elevator. Okay, this is connecting me to all the different mines puzzles. I remember you from episode 1. So, don't really know the best way to do it just yet. But I'll get there. That's almost there. That's the one. So I've solved the elevator. Well, now I could go to floor 2. How funny. So these, I don't even remember seeing it all. I mean, could I start like so? That's actually not too bad. Combining dots and mine symbols, diamonds, I guess, it's gonna be tricky. The 2s cannot combine. It would need at least this section of 5. This has a section of 8, which works out. Sections of 7 adds up to 14. So there's only 2 cells that aren't filled in? How do I only have 2 sections not filled in? Or 2 cells not filled in? Those sections would just have to work as separation? I mean, we could start by knowing the ones I'm filling in. These are getting filled in for sure. Then if I want, I could do something like this, but that doesn't satisfy the pieces. Yeah, how is it possible for these bricks to have 1 not filled in, but only 2 in a section? They're always going to be connected. You know what I just realized? These 2 don't have to be in the same section. That's why I was missing this whole time. Of course it's impossible if these 2 are in the same section. Why did I take that for granted? Yeah, I could just have something more like this. Section of 7. Just trying to figure out exactly how. Still not easy, but I'm sure it can be done. Section of 8. Section of 7. Silly me. It's gonna be my 1 dud for the day, hopefully. Sections of 3. So technically, yeah, these don't have to be in the same section. Kind of want them to, though. Like, I can do a cool section of 6 like this. I mean, that lines up so beautifully. This section of 3 is gonna be different, though. Very different. There we go. That was much more manageable. Whoa! Oh, hey! We finally see the diamond pairing with the number. So section of 6, section of 6. Yeah, as long as it's the same color, it can pair. I could do all these together and then these three together. This time, I should not be pairing this section of 4 with the diamonds because there's already an even number of diamonds. 2 of these dots need to be, or 2 of these diamonds need to be filled in, 2 not. Oh, never mind, it's this easy. Never mind. Section of 5. I could pair with a single dot now. And maybe I will. I'm gonna choose this dot instead, because then I can pair these together. There we go. 1 to go. So these 2 have to pair together. Just do a piece like this for now. These 2 have to pair together. Issue is this is a section of 7. So reset. There's no way the 4 can combine with any of the yellows. There's just not enough space for it. This has to be filled in, and then one of these 2 is filled in. Technically, I don't know which. Then this has to be empty, empty, empty. I know that for sure. So then filled in, and this must be connected. Then this must be empty, so this has to be filled in. Empty, empty, empty. There we go. Okay, let's find some more tunnels / entrances into the mine. Not like it really connects to anything, but I am on a mine kick, and I'll do anything to delay that other section, which is not my specialty. Okay, so I know this can't be filled in, so I've got to connect in some way. I mean, this probably works. Not quite. This works. There we go. Next. Oh, the flowers. Right, that's where I am right now. So flowers mean matching. So each of the flowers has 1 matching side and 3 non-matching sides, and the edge of the board always counts as non-matching. I mean, is it just this is easy? It is. Multiple colors and matching. Is it ever this easy? Symmetry is nice. There are no matching cells. Well, first I gotta figure out how the blues can connect, and it can't go through here. So I suppose it'll go around, and I've deduced these are not matching, and this solves it? Almost solves it. Almost solves it. Of course it almost solves it. Wait, no, it's not even close, actually. Well, if these are both on, these gotta be on. I gotta figure out how I'm connecting the yellows. I can have these be on, so the yellows connect, and then corners blocking, and then just connect the blues. There we go. And of course, I can pair with the flower. I think it works positively and negatively, so I'll start with this and get 1 pair going, get another pair going, and this pairs everything. And they pair with the negative? Whoa, how? Oh, you don't pair with these. You can't pair with these. They have to be opposite. So I could do a checkerboard like so, and maybe connect via corners. Bring on these other puzzles. All right, well, I have some easy starting points with the forced sections. This has to pair, so I've got a pair here. These have no adjacencies. This has no matching, so I must mark like so. This has to pair with something, but it can't pair with these, so it's got to go through here. This must have no matching. And then this must also not match. This must be filled in. I suppose I could connect with the top right and then just block off this flower for a solve. This needs both of its edges to match, both of its sides. Then I gotta have all these matching. Oh, the purple has to connect somehow. So I gotta almost connect here and then let the middle 2 connect. Okay, I'll have 2 matching. 2 matching again. I mean, can I not just connect to the stars? Or not the stars, the diamonds? Then make it work? And then doesn't this work? Oh, these pair with the flowers. Of course they do. So let me detach the rest. This is a pair. I can almost connect like so to pair these 2 and then pair these 2. Wow, yeah, I love how these can pair with both purple and yellow. That's a cool little twist. So this has none matching. So this has to pair with down here. And then I gotta have the yellows match. Wait a second though. How is this diamond going to pair? Could it also pair with the yellow on this? Hold up. Could it pair? No, wait, hold on, maybe. Yes, it can. They're like separate entities. Both the yellow and the purple pair with this thing. That's so cool. And I got a black and a white. The most obvious way is by connecting 3 out of 4 of the edges. And I think one yellow and one purple is going to have to pair with each of one of these middle ones. I also think drawing a line to connect them is not going to quite work. I should just leave the outside empty and then only work with the inside. So it may look more like this. Hold on, that's not quite it. This matches with 2, and I think that's the only one that's dissatisfied. Just had to check. Well, so maybe I actually can do a big connection like this, but then this yellow does not meet up. Well, now it does. Well, but now it only has one matching. It's simple. You get rid of these, and now it works. Wow, what a cool puzzle. Absolutely sick. Filled out this area. If I remember right, it was over here from the right side of the shipyard. Seems to be a knowledge check, but it's kind of a tough one. I could have these pair up, or I could have these pair up. Well, that works a lot better. There we go. Some big puzzles coming in here with minuses. So the minus means that each minus of the same color needs to be in the same position of its section. The section could be filled in or not filled in. So this is going to be a very complicated combination of mechanics. So the minus must have a section, a tile directly above it filled in, but I can't do this because then they'll be in the same section and different parts of their respective sections. So these must both be negative space. This is not filled in, so this must not be filled in. This is about as high as we get. So now I've made a section of 2. The spot to the right of the minus must be part of the section. And I guess I could then go down. Oh, right. This is a section. Oh, but I have to actually mark it off. Hold on. So this is not correct. Yeah, but this just seems right because I obviously can't connect to here. So I'm pretty sure I have to connect here. I guess this section could look more like this. Yeah, that could work. Fill these in. Well, it's still not quite it. This would be it. Neat. Yeah, 6 big sections. Okay, again, the spot above must be filled in. That means these are not filled in. They're all part of a section. How do I separate the 2? Certainly vertically, because every section has space to go vertically. And that's as far as I can go. I could mark this as a section. That could work. Yeah, hold on. Okay, one last little spot as a section. That looks right. Oh, I've opened a door. Hold on. But haven't finished everything. I guess I'm... You know what? Let's go back. Let's get both of these lit up. There are an odd number of diamonds, so one of these slashes must pair with them. The rotated slash means that it has to be in the same spot of each section, but the section can be rotated. And I have no starting points to work from. Great. And what's also just so cool is that exactly one of these diamonds must pair, which actually is kind of telling. I just need to find a direction that I can build this section where one pairs and the other doesn't. Well, it looks kind of like this. That's the trick. That's a cool puzzle. Just ask yourself the right questions. So again, exactly one of these slashes must pair, and of course the white diamonds must pair as well. Like, first thing comes to mind is pairing these together, and then I could pair those together. And actually, yeah, it's the same section, and everything works. 2 more puzzles, probably. So these 2 have to pair. How do I want to do it that creates a similar section with this? Because then these 2 spots have to be in the same section. I can't quite draw like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these 2 have to be in the same section. Then this can't be filled in. This can't be filled in. I mean, these 2 are basically off together. This can't be filled in because then otherwise this would have to be not filled in. So it must go here. This must go here. This can't be filled in, which means this must be filled in. Well, if this is filled in, then this square becomes an issue. Because let's say this was filled in, then a square here would need to be filled in, which doesn't exist. Or if it's not filled in, then a square here would have to be filled in, which doesn't exist either. So this must not be filled in, which means this must be filled in. This must be filled in. This is filled in. This is filled in. This has to be filled in. This can't be filled in. So this must be filled in. I could cap off the section now. I could cap off the section like this. Puzzle solved. Cool looking sections. Just elbow macaroni for the white minuses. What the fuck? This is a 10 by 10, it would appear. So I'm gonna have to approach this like I did that bridge puzzle. The white ones have to connect. They have to be part of the same section. So I just have to draw some sort of symmetrical line down the middle. Do I dare count the damn diamonds to see if any pair with my slashes? Let's see. There are 30 yellow diamonds, thank God. So that means I don't need to touch any of them. Now I just need to make a path that's symmetrical. So it comes out. Comes out again. I don't want to touch any yellow diamonds, so I'll go up once more, then I'll hit a purple. So it looks like I'm hitting purples now. Now the other purple I hit is probably this one, but it could technically be this one. Both work. So I'll shelf that for now. Just bring it in. We'll see which one's easier to hit. But yeah, both of these are contenders. This is not a contender to be hit. And actually, because this won't be in the line, it's got to pair with something. So it's going to pair with this, which means I am hitting this purple, which means I'm hitting this spot on the map. So I got to consider that in mind, bring it out, and then bring it over. Just draw the line with rotational symmetry. Draw the line with rotational symmetry. It's all coming together. It's actually a pretty sweet puzzle. Draw the line with rotational symmetry. And now I can start to do whatever. So maybe what I can begin to think about is how to section off the yellows while still having symmetry. And actually, this is going quite well. Keep sectioning off these yellows. Keep sectioning them off. I mean, I could technically draw over some of them, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. This is never filled in. Neither is this. So I see the choke points I must traverse. The exact choke points I choose, though, depend on how the yellows section off. Like, I can either go above some yellows or under some yellows to create an even or odd thing going on. Also, I can mark purples here, keeping in the yellows section off. I think this lines up pretty cleanly. This can't be filled in, though. Well, I haven't drawn on any yellows yet. Oh, no, but I can't do that, though. Let's just hypothetically, like, press solve on this. This yellow would be... This yellow is not unsatisfied. Oh, right. That's because I didn't connect this. Hold on. If I do this, is this yellow unhappy? Yeah, because there's two things to pair with. I cannot hit any yellows, period. So what I gotta do is almost section off yellows like this. That's how. And this is symmetrical. Is this just correct? What a beautiful puzzle. Man, it looked like it'd be so complicated, but it's just gorgeous. The logic you put into this, I'm loving these. I'm just gonna be stoked whenever I start seeing big puzzles again. Now, I know this wasn't a big puzzle, but I do remember there was a diamond puzzle out here. Either way, this doesn't look too simple. Maybe start like so, and then go almost getting it. Connect these instead, and then connect these instead. That works. Opening a gate, bringing me, oh, to the start of the mines area. What else is here? Oh, well, there is this puzzle, which I don't actually even have direct access to right now. Oh, no. Is it time? No, there must be more. Yo, two things. First off, there's a face in this rock, which is pretty cool. I don't know how I missed that. But also around here, actually, I was looking for more mine sections, and I found one. Nice little mine shaft behind the waterfall. So, more of these puzzles. This is an interesting area. I don't know how to logic this one out, really. Because if I do this, I have to start here, which I think is wrong. That's because it is actually, and the crux lies in how is this going to join with exactly one of these. So I go to here instead. Pretty much forces these to connect. This to not be one. Forces basically a connection here, and then not marked. Maybe I'm just like super close now. Probably because I am. There we go, one down. This adds up to 12, 18, 28. It's a 5 by 6, so 28 out of 30 are considered. I guess because this is not filled in, this must be filled in. That's the start. Because we can't have two colored dots in the same section. It also means this 4 has to come down. It means this can't be filled in. So not filled in, not filled in. This must be filled in, so then these cannot be filled in. Must be filled in. Can't have these two connect. Yeah, this must be filled in. So now we're getting to the point where these two are not filled in, and then I have a little section going on here. Section of 5. So not filled in, not filled in. I suppose this could be not filled in, not filled in, not filled in. Sections. Okay, this solves it. Flowers. So this is just a skill check for everywhere. Well, there's some forced starts, which help. Actually, that cascades like crazy. Oh, yeah, that does. Well, 2 matching, 2 non-matching forces something like that. Now the minuses. So the pink minuses must be in the same part of the section. It looks like it always bends down. Like so. This must be a section at least, but the yellow section has to be bigger. Could go to the right once and then be blocked off. It could go above and be blocked off again. Super blocked off. It can go down once and to the left once. I'm just thinking about when I draw the lines to block them off, how does that affect the pink? And it affects it like this. Hold on. This could be filled in. This could be filled in. This is right. Gates are open. What is this? What is this? Whoa, okay. Where am I? It doesn't even show up on the map. It's just a secret area. Hold on. Where on earth? Oh, let's do a few puzzles at a time here.